I've already made a video about this for artists in general, but this one is for comic artists. Also, it sounds like I'm talking underwater in that video. Let's not waste any time. You're here for the goods and I'm the delivery boy. What? Let's just move on. Number 1, the brush tool. I'm mentioning the brush tool because I want to talk about the tools in Clip Studio Paint. Unlike Photoshop, CSP likes to double or triple up on their shortcuts. So if you need the brush, press B. But if you need a different kind of brush, just press B again and you'll get to your airbrushes. B once more and you'll get to your decorations or stamps. Number 2, text and panels. You'll be unsurprised to know that T is for text because that's always the shortcut. But press it again and you'll get to the balloon tool for your word balloons. You can go back and forth between the balloons and the text by pressing T over and over and over again. Number 3, left control. This isn't technically a shortcut, but I want to mention it because it's useful when you're creating your word balloons. Create a word balloon and then hold left control or command if you're on a Mac and you'll be able to move and edit the balloon. You can resize it, push and pull it, and that includes the tail too. It just means you can do everything in one subtool without switching out. Very useful. Speaking of, number 4, the eyedropper. If you're painting and you want to grab a color on your canvas, don't press I to go to the eyedropper tool. Press Alt or Option on a Mac and you'll automatically use the eyedropper tool. Super fast, super efficient. Just release Alt and you'll go back to your brush. Number 5, shapes and panels. Right, back to an actual shortcut. Press U and you'll go to your Shapes subtool. You might be tempted to create panels using this, and you wouldn't be wrong to do that because you can make comics however you want, but also you're wrong. Press U again and you'll get to the Panels subtool. It's actually called Frames, but I call it Panels. Now you can create your comic properly. Press it one more time and you'll get to the Rulers subtool, which is useful for perspective and straight lines, so this is a worthwhile shortcut to remember. You are worth it. Number 6, switching colors quickly. Pressing X is a really efficient way to switch from your foreground color to your background color, which can speed up your workflow quite nicely. Number 7, navigating the subtools. When you're in your subtool, there are some easy ways to make selections. Simply press full stop to go down and comma to go up. Easy. Also, CSP has a great memory and will remember your previous selection. So if you only really used the lasso tool, which you can get to by pressing M, have that one for free, it'll automatically pick the lasso tool if that was the subtool you used last. Number 8, any shortcut ever. We all work differently. For me, I find it easier just to stick to the default shortcuts. I don't often use custom shortcuts because I don't really need them much. But if you're not happy with the default shortcuts, you can create your own. Here's how. First, go up to File and then click on Shortcut Settings. Or if you're feeling fancy, you can press Ctrl, Shift, Alt and K at the same time, but to me that's not a shortcut, that's far too many buttons. Anyway, once you're there, select tools from the categories, and then once you have the tool you want to edit, click Edit Shortcut. Enter the new shortcut and you're good to go. If you want to go back to the default settings, then just hit reset. This will reset everything, so be careful with that. Oh, also with the tool shortcut, you can only use letters. You can't use Control or Shift or anything like that, so keep that in mind. If you find that you're going up to the menu a lot to do an operation, like change the canvas size or something, then it's worth editing a shortcut for it. Just go to Shortcut Settings, Menu Commands, and scroll to change image resolution. Hit Edit, and here's one I did earlier. Now when I hit Shift and I, then image resolution comes up. If you have an awful memory like I do, then I do have a PDF version of this video, which you can find in the link in the description. I hope it helps. And if you're having difficulty making word balloons or panels, then watch this video or playlist next.